Psst, psst. Hi! Due to the way YouTube works, I want to make a quick announcement before this video. If you like this video, please consider hitting the like button or leaving a small comment. It really helps. If you feel like helping even more, you can check my Patreon or Ko-fi accounts. All the links are in the description box. Thank you! Greetings! Today we'll be taking a look at the neat little calligraphy set that Grace sent me. Of everything that they sent me, this is possibly the thing that intrigued me the most. It comes with a small inkstone, a small ink stick, and a small brush. I love the fact that this is a super compact version, and I'm excited to test out how well it works. The packaging is pretty nice and thorough, with a lot of information about the content. It doesn't really say how to use these items, but there's always Google for that. The brush features a mix of goat and pony hair, the inkstone is made from natural stone, and the ink stick is carbon black made from pine soot. This is already more information than what I've seen on a lot of other packagings for other paints. There's a good list of tips too, such as the one that says that it's best not to let any ink dry out on the stone, or that dropping the stone will possibly break it. After unpacking the set, I wanted to make some swatches. I was curious to see how dark I can get the reactivated ink, and how easy that would be to do. I used distilled water in the well of the inkstone and started grinding or rubbing the ink stick on it, in a circular motion. I came back to grind it more if I wanted to get a darker color. It was really easy to use and delivered a nice ink. I tested the intensity of the color, how it would spread, how much the brush holds, and how the paints layer. I also thought I'd see if the ink would reactivate once on the paper. They warn us that any ink left on the stone will be permanent, so I was curious to see if the same happens on paper. The ink is not fully permanent on paper. I was able to reactivate and lift some of it. As for the demo, I used one of my own pictures and I wanted to see if I could recreate the various values of the photos by layering the ink. I really struggle with making studies I find easy to read, so I wanted to see if working this way would help me. The only issue I came across while using this set is with the brush, as it keeps shedding hairs here and there. It says on the packaging that the brush is meant to have a shedding session at the beginning of its usage, but then the shedding should stop. With my brush, it's more like an ongoing thing. It makes it a bit difficult at times to have a nice point. Still, it's a very decent natural hair brush and it's relatively easy to work with. The inkstone and ink stick both work well too. The more you grind the stick, the darker the ink gets, so it's a really nice way to work with grayscale renderings. The small set also fits really nicely in the cat pencil box that Grace sent me. I layered a few paper tissues in there and it makes for a nice way of storing the set. I don't do calligraphy, so I can't compare this set to other calligraphy supplies. What this one has in its favor is the small, portable size, the affordable price, and the good quality of the supplies. I'd be really curious to know what a calligrapher thinks of this set, for sure. If you have a Daiso near you, I'd suggest looking for this fun little set. It might be a nice way to challenge yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you Grace for sending this one to me. Have a lovely day. Bye bye. Before I leave, here's a reminder that I have accounts on Redbubble and Society6 for fun things like stickers and mugs, and also an Etsy store where I sell prints, originals, and handmade paints. Bye bye.